Welcome back to episode 6 of Imperfect Us. Remember, if you are just listening to this episode and this drama, you got to go back to 1 to 5. This is episode 6 for Imperfect Us. So you know what we do. We're going to jump into the description.庆芬withers like a flower as she looks after her mother-in-law. She can't feel bad for herself because she knows that once she does, she will crumble. So, she hates it when He Rui thanks her for her efforts. However, Rebecca's happiness and smiles on her social media become sort of a release for庆芬. She knows she's utterly defeated, but at least her enemy isn't aware of it. But just when she's about to shrivel up, she gets that one like. This was also interesting, I have to say, and I'm not promoting these shows, guys. Just, sometimes I actually think it's an interesting drama. This is Imperfect Us, episode 6. These questions are not here to spoil the show. Lights, camera, whatever. We don't do that. Let me repeat exactly what we do. We are covering, extracting, diving into the psychology of life and love through Taiwanese film and drama. Question 1. Who will always be a smile in your heart? I had to, when I saw this in the draw, I was like, I gotta put this question. The audience might love this one. Who will always be a smile in your heart? And I know you're like, who am I going to say? I'm not going to say it because this question is for you guys. This question is purely for you. I want you to think deeply. Who do you think of? Guys, and don't lie. Lying to yourself doesn't help anything. Think deeply who you think of. And the moment that you think of them, your heart is just glowing. It is just oozing out all types of aura of love and sense and energy, and it's just flowing the moment you think about this person. When you think of the name, when you think of the memory, when you think of the kiss, the hug, the moments, your heart just lights up like a beam, and a beam so strong, so sharp, so powerful, it can just go right through the moon. That's the person who's always going to be a smile in your heart. And if they're not the one that you're with right now, I'm very, very sorry for you, because there's nothing worse in life than being with someone that doesn't make your heart smile. I am not telling you to divorce, but I am telling you to think about your future. Why? Because this life is SHORT. And if you didn't get that, you're definitely not ready for my English class. But that word is short. Life is short. Be with someone who will always be a smile in your heart, who will make your heart glow. Even, it's so crazy sometimes. When someone makes you so happy, you can actually see the heart smiling through their face. Guys, that's it. That's what you need. That's what you want, right? Think about that. That's what you need. You don't need some, mama lie and everything's going to be okay. You need a woman. And for the women out there, you need a man, or, whatever's your choice, right? Whatever you want to love, you love that, do what you do, right? But that's the thing. Stop wasting time on losers, people not taking care of you and caring about you, and they're just next to you. You have to stop that today. Someone's just next to you just to be next to you. They don't have any love for you. They're just with you because that's the rule that's been written. Not the world you created. It's a rule from whatever pattern of life, of society, or parents, or blood, whatever lineage. That's not going to last. And if it lasts, it's a suffer. So please, who will always be a smile in your heart? Think about that. Number 2, could you work in another city away from your spouse? I could if it was 5 minutes away. I don't want to be in another city away from my spouse. I mean, if it was like Japan, it's different because you can get to the other city like in 20, 30 minutes or something like that. But even in Taiwan, I mean, if I was in Taipei and my lover is in Taichung, I would be finding all type of ways to get down to Taichung throughout the week. But anyway, I opened my business, RBZ English, and I'm kind of mobile. So actually, most of my business is I would say 90% online. So actually, wherever my spouse would go, I would go. And I would just come back home to Taipei, my house, and then keep earning money and keep growing and keep doing these things until we can have a home somewhere else, right? So, but I would try to, when you're in love, you prioritize things, you sacrifice things because you want the love, right? That's what it is. So if my spouse was in another city, okay, maybe a month or so, but I would still be visiting very often. But eventually, I would have to go be with my woman. That's how it is. Number 3, if you are in love with someone in your company, would you resign if the company has a no dating policy or pretend in the office? First, I wouldn't just resign immediately. I would pretend the best I can. But for me, guys, I'm a lover. When I see my woman, I'm gonna be smiling and happy, and it's hard to hide that, man. In the world today, we can't, show our feelings in certain places. But, when it's like your woman, your partner, or if you're, if it's your man, whatever, you're going to be happy to see that person. And I'm a person like, when I feel something, I feel it. I don't want to hide. So probably I would try to pretend first. And then, like, when I notice there's some gossip going around, because, a lot of gossip going around Taipei, then I resign, right? But I have my own company, but I have to, guys, I'm creating these questions because out of imagination. But for me, I would resign because, I would love my woman. So I would say, okay, you first, right? I'll go. I'll find something else. I don't want to, damage your life or your career. For me, I always try to put the woman first. So for me, I would first try to pretend, and if it didn't work, I would resign, for my lover. That's just me. That's just Teacher Ray. I'm not telling you to do this, but if you like, oh, hell no, why would I do that? Then maybe you're just a selfish jerk and you didn't even think about it. And that's the problem with a lot of relationships today. You don't even think about it. The ego takes over so much. You just like, why? Why would I do that? And let me tell you, it was a very interesting, I had a class one day with a student from an international company. I don't give names. I won't even give the industry. This student's salary is very high. I would say probably 7 to 8K USD per month. So anyway, Zhongdian, key point. I was like, hey, I'm going to Hermes to get something for my mom. I was like, do you want to get like a, small gift for your wife, like a little necklace, give her, smack on the butt, kiss on the cheek, give her a hug, tell her I love her, a small little thing. This guy literally looked at me like, why? And I could just tell I was so hurt. I was like, man, this little Hermes necklace or bracelet it's a piece of change for you, sometimes you guys, you the problem is that we keep waiting for like these holidays, right? To do things for our lover. You got to stop. Like, forget Valentine's Day. Why are you just doing something special only on birthday and Valentine's Day or Chinese Valentine? Guys, you got to do something when you get the moment, when you get the chance, not wait till Valentine's Day or Christmas. These are like 3-4 days out of the year. This is 365 days. So basically you're going to do something special for them like 3-4 days out of the year. You are selfish. Don't do that. And so this guy's making like crazy cash every month. And I'm just like, hey, do you want to just get some? And I tried to reiterate the word that I mentioned in the last episode. And I say, hey, just, small little gift. And he was like, why? And in the way he said it was so aggressive. Like, I'm like, okay, whatever, because it was like, if you answer something so aggressive like that, that means that you have literally not one bone of love in your body. So whatever. So I just gave up. But that just kind of made me a little bit sad because I was like, come on, man, you got to do better than that. Number 4, should we get on one knee to propose or just ask directly? Guys, shut up, be quiet, get that knee dirty. Get your knees dirty. We keep finding these excuses to make things easier. God, you suck. I have to say to you, just get on your knee, man. Just get on your knee. It's the tradition. It just do it. It takes you a couple words. Maybe it should be me. It was definitely going to be more than a couple words, but at least get down on your knee and show some effort, right? What are you doing? Oh, you want to marry me? You want to marry? Okay, let's get married. No, please don't do that. Please don't do that. Guys, shut up. Be quiet. I don't really care. You get down on that knee. Get that knee dirty. Make that knee bleed. Stop being so weak. Get on the knee. If you're making an excuse to propose, let me repeat that. If you're making an excuse not to propose, what are you going to do in your marriage? Yeah. Right? You just basically finding an excuse not to get on your knee because you're too lazy. Anyway, whatever. That's your relationship. I'm just here to give advice and I'm here to pray for you. But if you tell me, I'm going to say, be quiet, get on your knee, get it dirty, whatever. Because if you can't do that, what else can't you do in your marriage? Now, number 5. Let me be careful with this one. If you don't marry someone, does it mean you don't love them? Guys, there's so many trash marriages out there. I mean, trash. I'm talking about incinerator, dirt, garbage, pick it up every Thursday trash, right? Marriage is not what you think it is. If you haven't been married, you don't know what it is. And even if you're close to some people who are married, you don't know what it is until you're married. I am not discouraging marriage. If you found the one, you go get them. If you got that right girl, that right guy, make it happen. Make it happen because it's supposed to happen. You guys are naturally in love. Just follow the flow. But because someone doesn't marry you and you said, hey, do you want to get married? And they say, nah, not really. Maybe they've been through some pain. Maybe they've been through something. Like for me, I've been through divorce. So I'm not going to ask a woman to marry me, right? I could be with this person the rest of my life and not marry them. And I could love them more than people who are married. Marriage is just a title. Marriage is what you make it. It's what you and your partner make it. If it's just a title, that's exactly what it is. If it's love, that's exactly what it is. Marriage is what you make it. There are so many people, like I said, who are literally stuck in trash marriages. And if you want that, you go for it, right? But you got to respect people who don't want to get married. Now, if someone doesn't want to get married because they're insecure about you, that's a whole different conversation. Something's up with you. They're not ready to put their life with you permanently. So you got to look at the signs. You got to read the room. You got to say, okay, are they not marrying me because I'm not giving them the right signs and the right, sense of security that I could, be with them and take care of them and love them holistically as my lover, not just a wife or a husband on your ID card? That doesn't work. Don't blame people for not wanting to get married. Maybe you should love them a little bit more so that they can feel better about it. But you can't blame them. Look what's going on in the world. I mean, the divorce rate around the world globally is skyrocketing. It's TTM, to the moon, right? It's going crazy. So you can't blame people. Guys, just because you and your partner are not married doesn't mean you don't love each other. That is between you and your partner. Don't forget that. Now, number 6. Is it your duty to take care of your partner's parents if they get sick? This is going to be a situation you need to talk about. This is not something to avoid. This is something you need to talk about. If one partner is not working and they're at home, that doesn't mean they have to take care of your parent. And just because they don't want to take care of your parent doesn't mean they don't love you or respect you. Some people are not cut out for the RBZ English students, non-students, means you're not ready. Some people are not cut out for taking care of someone, especially someone who is old and who needs their diapers changed and who needs their bed fixed and who needs to be showered. Guys, you can't do that. You can put your money together to find some work and some assistance with that. But think about that, right? Forcing your partner to watch your sick parent, because actually it's your parent. They gave birth to you, but you telling someone else to take care of them because of your job. You need to think a little bit better, and don't be so selfish, and don't expect someone to take care of your parent just because they're your partner. You need to talk it out. You need to discuss this. I'm so serious about this topic because I'm so tired of people having expectations. Now, if your partner has volunteered, let them try. Let them fail. At least they try. If it doesn't work, move on. That's okay. But they tried. But don't blame them, because not everybody is cut out to take care of someone who is sick and elderly or possibly passing away. So get yourself together. Stop expecting perfection in such a situation. It's very, very serious. So, is it your duty? I don't think it is. That's just me speaking. Number 7, can you find happiness in a trapped life? You can find happiness in any situation. I think you can. You have to find it. You have to find a way. We can't always have what we want. Life will never always be how we want it to be. That's just the truth. But you can find happiness in some shape or form. Now, let me clarify this very clearly before you misunderstand. I am not saying accept that terrible relationship. I am not saying accept and stay in that trapped situation. Now, I can't spoil the show. You got to go to the show and then come back to this wonderful, wonderful podcast. Ha, ha, ha. That was about 3-4 ha's. You're welcome. And you have to ask yourself, right? If I'm in a situation that I don't want to be in, do I have to stay in this situation? Actually, no. You don't. You have to talk. You have to express yourself and explain yourself. And I'm going to say this again. No one owns you. You are a human. You are a beautiful, beautiful human. You're not a slave to anyone. You are a human being. You've been given the right to live a life. If it takes some financial effort, some financial additional extra money, find a way. You don't have to be trapped to anyone and to do anything. You should be free as you want to be. And if not, find a way. Find that happiness in that trapped life that you have, but gradually or rapidly find how to get a better life, please. Number 8, is it considered cheating if you were just vulnerable from pain? To me, cheating is cheating, whether you're in pain or not. Pain, yes, it will leave you open to being taken care of and to be comforted and to be loved. I totally understand. But using it as an excuse to sleep with someone and to kiss someone, that's totally different. Now, every time I had that now, you guys are like, oh, what's he about to say? If your relationship sucks and there was no love in your relationship and your man has not made love to you when he's supposed to, or your woman, I'm not going to say woman because man's supposed to make love, he's supposed to make love. I suck, right? But if a woman is not giving you attention, not looking at you, not caring about you. Now, if you messed up before and you've cheated, that's on you. So don't expect, you're out of this conversation. But if everything is okay, it's just you guys have fallen out of love and there's nothing there. It's just dry, right? And then something happened. It has nothing to do with that pain. It was already dying anyway. It was just dying anyway. The marriage or the relationship was just, eroding anyway. So don't blame the vulnerability of that situation. Whoever cheated or whoever, went off the track or derailed probably was thinking something in the first place. But if you would have talked and negotiated and discussed, not negotiated, let me take that back, and discussed clearly, the situation would not have happened. But because we are in these relationships and we're not expressing ourselves, guys, it will always throw you in a hole. All because your ego said, I don't have to express. It is what it is. They'll never leave me, even if I don't really make love to them, even if I don't treat them special, and take them out, show them hugs, cuddle with them, show a little bit of extra care, clean up a little bit more, maybe shower them a little bit more. And they'll never leave me. You are stupid. You are dumb. You are an idiot. Social media today is giving all these women and men idea of a better life. We can't always have what we see on social media, but if you absolutely doing nothing at home, don't be naive. People are looking for something. They want something. Everybody loves love. So please stop the BS. Stop thinking somebody won't have other thoughts just because of a paper. I am warning you. Do not be that idiot. Do not be that idiot. There's too many idiots out there. You have to love the person you are with. Love them, or they will leave you. Very simple. Number 9. If love has completely died in your marriage, would you tell your partner you slept with someone else or keep it a secret? If it has completely died, I don't really have to say too much. It's dead. And for me, I'm a person who I'm going to try to talk and figure out what's happened. But in the end, like if it's just, and I'm talking about relationship, marriage is, you got to be careful. But in a relationship, this is serious. Like if it's just dead, like there's nothing, I'm not going to go cheat, but you can't blame me for wanting something better. And I'm not going to blame my partner for wanting something better. When don't lie, guys, don't lie. If it's dead, it's dead, right? It's just dry. But for the marriage, I don't blame people for having affairs when there's literally nothing at home. It's just literally nothing. It's like you come home, hi honey, hi husband, hubby, dinner, okay, movie, okay, let's go to bed. Nope, it's 2024. Let's do something fun. Let's try something fun. If you don't have the money, there's all types of things you can do without money. Hitting the riverside, taking walks, going hiking together, intimacy, love together. But just sitting there, routine. Guys, come on. You got to wake up, do something. This is not how it should be. So if the love has completely died in your marriage, would you tell your partner you slept with someone else? You better think about this, because this is crazy. If it's dead, it's dead. Why hold on to something like that? Let it go. Move on. Be happy. Be real. Find real love. Real love. Teacher Ray is out.